Alright guys, how yous going? Alright guys, we're on my YouTube channel, Australian Yowie Discussion YouTube channel, right? But I've just changed the name, guys, to Yowie Sightings Australia. Okay? Might change the group name. I don't know yet, we'll see how we go. So, if you're watching this video and you can't get to it, make sure you, because it might still come up as Australian Yowie Discussion. So yeah, just type in Yowie Sightings Australia. And the same with my group. If you're on my groups and the name, if you can't get on it and it changes, that could be the reason why. I'm not changing it just yet. We'll see how the YouTube channel goes. We're calling it that because we're getting that many Yowie sightings. So we're going to start reading out the Yowie sightings. I'm going to try and do a better job of how I film those and talk about them. And I'm going to show you guys how I get on my Yowie sightings, because there's a lot of groups out there that I don't know if they're jealous, but I don't know. I don't think they're happy that we get all the Yowie sightings. So we get 5 to 10 Yowie sightings a day now. So we'll start posting them. We're still going to get more content into the actual sighting. That will be better. But yeah, we'll get that going. If you've watched this video here, guys, this is this abandoned house. This is at a Yowie hotspot. I'm telling you now, this place is one of the hottest spots on the Gold Coast hinterland, and this house just happens to be right next to it. I'm serious, man. This house is massive. If you haven't gone and watched that video, go and watch that video, right? Also, this one here, this only happened on the 18th, so is that a week ago? 5th today. Hang on. 18th of the 5th. Today's the 23rd. 5 days ago. I was going to say it wasn't a week. So it would have been last Thursday. So that's about these two boys that believe they seen a Yowie. One described it as a black baboon. The other one described it as a giant man. So yeah, go and check them out. And these other ones, the ones I just put up, they're old. They were ages ago, so... Oh, sorry, this one's not. I went to Austinville because there's a new painting on the road there. So I've still got to catch up with the guy. He wasn't home. He's going to tell me the stories about the Yowie, so I've got to go catch up with that guy. I spoke to his mate, who's the unofficial ranger of the area. I find everybody, guys. I don't know how. And then I was just driving. I was checking out a track, and this guy pulled up beside me, and he goes, "What are you up to?" I said, "Oh, no, I'm just looking at that track down there." And I'll tell you the story. Anyway, he goes... I said, "Oh," he said he lives there. I said, "Oh, yeah." So I've always got a question, you know. I say, "Oh, you know what? I've got a mate, and he looks for Yowies. He tells me if I see anyone out in the bush, you know, can you ask if they've seen any Yowies?" So that's the stupid thing I ask people. I go, "Oh, have you ever seen anything weird out in the bush?" Anyway, we got talking. He's actually a nice bloke, and he said he hasn't seen any Yowies. He's lived out there for ages. I'm not even going to say where he lives because I don't want to give him away who he is, but I'll tell you, he's very remote. That's all I'll say. He said, listen to this, guys. This is going to freak you out, right? He said he's seen no Yowies, right? But he said he has giant dogs running through his place. Giant dogs, right? They look like German Shepherd cross dingo. He said they're massive. So you know how we hear all about all these dogman sightings and all that? Could have something to do with that, because around Currumbin, from where this guy lives, it's not far to Currumbin. Alright, he also said they got giant snakes, man. Like fully giant snakes. So then he put me in contact with the guy that painted... If you go down Austinville, you'll see there's a Yowie crossing sign and a paint. So he put me in contact with that fella, so I've got to catch up with him. He wasn't home on the day. But yeah, he's seen plenty of Yowies, so I've got to catch up with him. And then this one, see this one down here, guys? This one's from years ago. So there's a place over in the Dagular National Park. It's a top secret spot. You're not allowed to go there. These people from another group, they own that part of the national park. Apparently, you're not allowed in there without their permission. There's a few people like that. Oh, you're not allowed to go in the national park. We own them all. There's a guy that owns all the south side ones, and there's a that owns on the north side. It's pretty funny, eh? So yeah, this one here, man, some weird shit goes on here. I've heard some weird stories about this place. So I've heard of people walking out on the track and big rocks getting thrown across them by ghosty looking yowies. And so yeah, I went there. I didn't even know that was the spot. I just happened to go to this spot. And then someone said, "That's our spot. You're not allowed to go there." So that's what's going on. There was some weird stuff. There was like, if you look at those videos close, I've got the whole video. I just edited that so I wouldn't, no one will work out the location of it, right? But there's some weird stuff going on in that video, guys. Like I should put the whole one up and just cut out the location. But there's like these little alien heads, man. I've gone right. They were years ago. I've never bothered. It might be just the way that video. I don't know. All right, guys. So that's just a little bit of an update. So see the house, right? This one we were looking for a different house. So, we've got to go back, right, and find the other house, which we find later. Now, here's another story, right? So if you don't know, I had to look after my mum for 3 years, right? So anyway, we had an argument the other day and she moved out. So now I have got my mate living with me, right? And I've got his son staying as well. Anyway, he was saying, when we went and done this, he goes, "Oh yeah, I used to go with my mate and look at houses." So the guy, his mate, right? If you go on TikTok, I forget what he's called, Eurovix or Euro or someone like that. He does, he goes and finds all these abandoned buildings. So we've got to get some more addresses of him. So this one and the next one that I'm going to post are both serious Yowie hotspots. They are famous places, okay, guys? So don't forget to watch that one. You won't believe this next place. It's incredible. I want to move in there. I want to camp there at night and open up the windows and listen for yowies, because you are right on a massive ridge line, all right, where yowies were seen a few years ago, all right? I don't know if there's been many sightings back there now, but they're still in the area. All right, let's go. Look, let's go and show these people how we get our sightings, guys. All right, let's move on. All right, guys. So this is one group, right? So see how there's 460 members. All right. From there, when I get the mouse on the thing, see it says questions, answer some questions, right? So then I click on that, see how many questions have been answered, okay? Because what happens is when you join my groups, it's ask, have you seen a yowie, okay? And then you fill in if you've seen one or not. Why is that not working? I'm having troubles with this bloody computer, eh? So that'll break that down to, I don't know. Oh, there you go, 76. So I've got 76 possible, there won't be 76 yowie signs, but there could be 2 or 3 just in that amount, okay? Then what I do is I number each one of them, guys. So if there's any sightings there, I'll number it, just say, for instance, 2,672, okay? So it'll have a number. So when you see those numbers next to my sightings, that's what that number is. That will tell me what group it's from, and because I've got a couple of groups, and it will also tell me who that person is. So I have a record of everybody who's sent me in a sighting, okay? And that's how we do it. All the sightings that I post, guys, have been sent to me. Now, some come through my we get a few through the through my Yowie groups as well, but I do get a lot from this site here, guys. This site's massive, okay? All right, now just hang in here. I've got another site that's pretty big as well. All right, so that's the other group. That's got 585. Let's see how many there's on that one. So we've got 68 from 585. What was the other one? I forget. And we got 76, but we didn't have as many. We had 464. So yeah, that's how we get all the signings, guys. And I've got other groups where I get them from too. So look at that. There's nearly 1,000 members just joining between this morning and now, which is it's actually 7 o'clock. So But I probably joined on this group this morning. I think I joined 300 or 400. So it's nearly had 800 people today. And then out of that, I got to go. I do this, right? So you all know how I do it. It's painful, guys. It says answer some questions. Look, I want to click on it. So 76. So I'm going to read through all there now, all these things, and go from and see which get all the Yowie sightings out. So I've got Yowie sightings on there, and I've also got hotspots. Okay, so if anyone knows a good hotspot, so you'll see Yowie sightings, and then you'll see Yowie hotspots, and then I've got anything, but I'm going to start calling that weird stuff. Okay. So if you're on my Yowie groups or pages and you see weird stuff, that's what that is. There'll be just something weird that someone's sending. Like one guy sending a thing the other day, he's saying that he left cleanliness, he got somewhere to have something to eat. They went to the caravan door had fallen. So he lost the caravan door. But on that, I used to get all UFOs, min lights, Tassie tigers. Heaps of people see Tassie tigers. Heaps see panthers. There's more panther sightings than anything, actually. All right, so that's how I get them all, guys. All right, I'll just stop that. Moving around. So there's the question. Look, hey guys, please only answer if you have seen a Yowie Bigfoot. Please leave all details of what happened. What did you see? What was the location, the year, the height, color? At least 100 words. Thanks, guys. Australian Yowie discussion. So that's what people read when they come. Then the other one's the same sort of thing, but have you seen any weird stuff? And the other one says, have you seen any hotspots? So that's what I do. That's how I get them all, guys. All right, you know the secret to how we get all the sightings. Like I said, I keep a record of every single one. We keep the name and we see what group it is. So if anyone's got any problems with any of these sightings, because there is people out there that got problems with them because they think they're the only person in the world that gets Yowie sightings. Well, I've got news for you. You're not the only person. And maybe you did get all the Yowie sightings, and maybe people send them to you, but now they send them to me as well. Okay? So let's just make sure you know that. All right? Like I said, we've got a record of every single person that sent them, except I lost some. I lost about 70 or 80 once. I don't know how. Probably someone hacked the computer. Who knows what's going on? All right, so that's that. All right, so this is the if you don't know, this is the Australian Yowie Discussion Facebook group, guys. If you're not on that, go join that. That's where all the sightings happen. There's a really good one on there at the moment. There's a guy that lives in the Byron Bay Shire. He woke up the other morning. He'd mowed the grass, I think, the day before, and he'd mowed the grass. Then that night or 2 nights later, when he went out, there was footprints in the grass clipping. So something had walked, and it goes for, I don't know, just a few steps there. I don't know. There's at least 10, I reckon. And you got to have a look at it. It's really weird. There's a lot of weight on the front toes if you look at that. So, yeah. Now, that area where I believe that guy lives, there's been a lot of sightings from around there from all different people in the group. There's other people in the group that have had them around there. I'm thinking about changing the name of this group, okay, because there's some big changes coming, guys. So, if anything ever happens and you can't get on it because the name's got changed, so you'll have to look out for updates on it. All right, that's gone long enough. I think I've got everything out I wanted to tell you guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for that next house one. You wait till you see this joint, guys. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.